Hi there, everyone. Welcome today to CoDA, the Unspoken Recovery Tool. This is going to be a very interactive session. And so first I want to say, if you're having trouble getting to the interactive parts, don't stress, don't worry. I'm going to be sharing it all on my screen for you, but it would be amazing if you could join us in the Mentimeter, which is an online engaging platform. So you're going to see on the screen in front of you two things. First, a big, huge, ginormous Scan Me QR code and a join link on the top. And this is going to take you inside this presentation that I will be clicking and traveling us through. And then there's also a link for the pause workshop information, which is on a separate site. So I see phones really close to computers. I'm gonna give you all a moment. But again, if you can't get inside the interactive part, it is no worries. We're gonna be watching and seeing everyone engaging. It just makes it a little more fun rather than just sitting there and getting the information today. So very excited to be, yes, go ahead, what you need.
Can you put that link in the chat too?
Yes, so I was going to, let me copy it from here. Here's the Mentimeter. This is the other site. There you go. There's the Mentimeter in the chat. And then the bit.ly, let's just put this link. Also, this is for no worries if you can't scan. So the first Mentimeter chat at the top in the chat is for the interactive presentation. Again, 100% optional. It just makes it more engaging. And then the bottom link that I just shared, that's a Google site, that's going to take you to what you're seeing on my screen right now. And if you're interested and you have a printer right by you, there is an optional notes page you can print. It's 100% optional because I'm assuming we've got notebooks and pens in front of us and we're just speed taking notes as fast as possible. Okay. So, and if you're not with us, there'll be opportunities to join the interactive presentation throughout. I want to jump to it though, so that we can get this party started. So there's going to be a lot of times where I ask for volunteers to share. I would just like to gently remind you that this is being recorded. So if you want to share and not say your name, that works for us. Just note that it's going to be out there somewhere, probably audio on the YouTube page for coda.org. And we'd love for you to share, but I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. So to start us off, we have an in this moment. Can I get one hand, a volunteer that would like to unmute and read this in this moment for us? Boom, got you. I see you. You were fast on that. Go for it.
In this moment, I accept where I am. I respect the journey that I am on. I do not compare the pace or rate of my growth to that of others. I'm on my own path. I am exactly where I need to be. I avoid taking other people's inventory and instead look at myself. I focus on the lessons that I need to learn and remember that each person and situation can be my teacher if I allow them to be. I'm open to growth.
Thank you. So let's just take a moment together. I feel like I rushed through my break. Let's just pause and breathe. Let's let go of any worries. Move your body, shake off any tension. I know I hold mine in my collarbones and my shoulders. Shake it off. Be with us in this moment. Open your mind and heart to what is going to be shared by everyone today in this fellowship. And I already see some hearts. I love it. I love it when I see reactions on the screen. It's popping up for me. So you will notice that there's little hearts popping up. You have full engagement in the bottom with reactions. And so yes, we can engage in our Zoom, but also we can engage on the online platform, which makes it really fun for us. So thank you again for choosing to be here today. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Amy, and I'm a grateful recovering codependent. And on the screen, I have some of the things which I think are important about me. So I live in the US, I'm in Texas, but I've lived in 7 states, and I actually was really fortunate enough to live in Australia for 3 years. So I've been all over the place. I'm an educator. So I'm a proud high school teacher, and I'm a leader at my campus and in my district. I'm single. All right. I did marry my college sweetheart and was married for over 20 years, and I've been divorced for about 9 years. And so I have my experience, strength, and hope comes from both sides of that equation. I've been in recovery for about 2.5 years with CoDA, but I like to joke that I've been in recovery my whole life because I've gone to counseling often my entire life. It's just I was so lucky to find CoDA and get into this program 2.5 years ago. I'm the oldest child. Shout out to any other oldest children in the room. Yes, thank you, because that definitely affects us, right, in our hearts. My parents divorced when I was 5 years old, and I have 7 siblings. And I am a parent of 3 children myself. One of them's about to be 22 in a hot minute, and I actually have a 19-year-old. I should have caught that. His birthday was a month ago, and a 16-year-old. So all of these factors make up me and also are part of what I struggle with my codependency in. I fall into the behaviors all the time in these different roles. I'm happy you're here with me, though. I have a lot of hopes for today's session. If you didn't catch the teacher part, these are our objectives. So I hope that today is impactful for all stages of recovery, whether or not this is your first CoDA thing ever or you're 30 plus years in. There's a little bit for everybody. I hope that it's interactive for you. I don't really believe in sit and getting, which I might even ask you to stand up a bit, which might be awkward, but that's okay because we're on Zoom and we're at our computers and our bodies get kind of tired, right? I hope that you explore at your comfort and place. What that means is if you're not ready, don't dig super deep. It's okay to dig only as much as you are ready for. And then when we come back around, every time we can go at it from a different angle and a little bit deeper. I hope that we're open for reflection and sharing. I hope this is a recovery toolbox refresher for all of us, and that we gain takeaways and new tools to try from other people's shares, and then we have growth, enjoyment, and fun. And because I see some reactions happening at the bottom, I won't even get my feelings hurt if you thumbs down me, because my kids told me I had to be inclusive to all and include a thumbs down. So they were like, Mom, you have to have the thumbs down. So it's all right. You click what you want. So let's jump in. So I shared with you in the chat, and you see here from our wonderful volunteer, the Google site. So there is a Google site available, and on this site, there's tons of things. I don't want you to get bogged down on those, but I'm going to show you them really quick, okay? Why I don't want you to get bogged down is because you're going to open one, and then you're not going to pay attention to us, and then you're going to be like, wait, what happened? So just a quick browse. So we have our Mentimeter, that's what the first thing is, and then I have the entire presentation available for you later, available in a PDF on this site. We're going to later be exploring some practice scenarios. That's what that practice scenario grid is. And then down below, I have a whole bunch of notes and worksheets for you. Many of these can be done later. The deep dive reflection, it's going to have those questions that I'm going to share with you that we're going to only have a chance to really skim and give you an opportunity to go into it later at your own pace and own time. There's some reflection pages, notes, recovery tools, again, the scenarios. And then because I love to color and embrace my inner child, I have coloring pages that have the word pause on it and for things for you that you can print later. I have an affirmations page and bookmarks that you can print, two-sided. One side has the affirmation and then the front. Feel free to print, cut up, share with the people at your home group. This is, to me, meant 100% to be carried forward. That's why I created this site, that you could just be like, hey, I attended this workshop and it's available for you. So I see in the chat, where do we find this link? It's the above. If our volunteer might copy, oh, there we go. I was able to copy it. Boom. We have 4 people pasting it in. Excellent. Way to be guiding each other. So again, this is available for you. And if you want to give a quick 4-question feedback to me only, I am open to feedback always, because I just want to provide the best experience for everyone and grow along with you. So I'm glad you're here. All right, so this is our first part of the interactive Menti. I want you, if you feel comfortable, So put a pin on this screen from where you're coming to us from. So hopefully we're about to see a bunch of pins show up. Now I know if you're on a phone, it's tiny, but there we go. We got someone from, which coast is that? The West Coast, right? I'm like north, south, east, west. So we're popping our pins up and we see where everyone is coming from. If you would like to add a comment in the Mentimeter, you can click the little comment button and say your first name and maybe where you're from, since the dots are hard to read. I see someone from San Francisco. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Philippines. Woo! I'm officially international. Yes, thank you for helping me achieve that. So we're pinning on the map, throwing it in there. Oh, it's beautiful. I see Cleveland, Norway, Jersey, Portland. I'm so happy all of you are here, and I feel so fortunate that we have this platform to come together. Are you in the interactive presentation? Yes? Okay. Can you click on the screen where you're located? Click. No. Then I don't know how. Let me try. I'm watching I'm working on my own computer too, trying to play along. Let me see. Let me try for me. If anyone else has advice on how to pin and you figured it out on yours, go ahead and give it. Oh, do you have to do it on that tiny one? You have to do it on the tiny one on the side.
Yep, and then hit submit.
This is why I'm double dipping. I've got my laptop as a participant so I can guide you if anyone gets confused. And then click submit and it should pop up. It's really hard to get accurate on that little thing though, isn't it? So that's why it's just an estimate. Oregon, excellent. Keep on coming. Did we answer your question? I see a question mark. So hopefully we got that. Ooh, we have the UK here today. Thank you for joining us.
Where's the little one on the side?
Well, on my personal computer, it was where that little thing is right here. I don't know. Do you see it on yours?
Nope.
Okay, well, it's all right. Throw it in the chat here then where you're from if you want us to see, because I see several people joining us. We have Delaware, Argentina, Santa Rosa. Oh my, I'm like loving this. Look at all these wonderful people here joining us today. So scroll your chat and see all these beautiful participants with us. And again, thank you very much. I am going to move to the next slide so for time that we can continue on. So now that apparently I'm annotating on my screen. Was I not? I don't want to be annotating. Do you guys see that? Clear all my drawings. I didn't know I could annotate on Zoom. Okay, here we are. Click. Oh, I see some of you with me. So how much time have you been in CoDA? We're going to see who thank you to my 15 plus years people. I really hope you share your experience, strength, and hope with us today. So let's see who we got. I love watching the bars go crazy. So fun to see who's representing. Oh, I was wondering if we were going to have a 10 to 14. Welcome to that solo person there. Anyone else here 10 to 14 years? 35 years. Amazing. I can't imagine what it would have been like if I found this even 10 plus years ago. This is so awesome. Keep it coming. 1 week. Woo! Welcome. Have you been to your first meeting yet, my 1 week person? 42 years. Woo! First time ever. Thank you to our newcomers. I'm so excited for you to start this journey, and I'm so grateful that you joined us here today. All right. Anyone else want to put their answer in? 1 meet, good. 6 meeting today, that's amazing. You're dedicated. 1990 was our very first meeting. I am so honored to be in the presence of so many people in such a range of recovery, and I hope that we will share with each other today. It is fire, you're right, whoever that comment was. I love me some fire. All right, we're going to go to our next slide now. We got 48 people. Do you see in the bottom corner how it says a number with the little people? 48 people participating online. That's awesome. So next, we have, before CoDA, I felt. If you put 1 or 2 words in there, it will pop up and it's going to make this really cool word cloud for us to see how we felt. I think I heard someone trying to unmute with a question. Feel free if you want to do that while everyone's populating how they felt. Thank you for those of you that are participating in the Zoom chat too. Invisible, scared, overwhelmed, unfulfilled.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at our screen, it really just helps us to not feel alone, right? So many people. So we have overwhelmed, alone, lost, and confused really big in the middle. That just means that a lot of people had that feeling and emotion, right? Fearful, hopeless, despairing. But the good news is that we have CoDA now. We have recovery, and hopefully we don't feel these all the time anymore. Hopefully we are leaning towards some of our other more positive emotions. I love that weird up there. Okay, so we're going to move to the next slide. All right, here we go. So how do I love that someone just put a weird up there. There we go. Okay, because we do feel weird, right? So where did this CoDA pause come from? Me, in my head. In my early time in recovery, it was all about masking with humor. Raise your hand if you can relate to that. My mask with humors, right? Yes. So I was like, I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to have a CoDA pause, right? And I was just sarcasm, humor. And then it kind of became serious, right? It was a reminder that I was powerless over others. It was a personal reminder to slow down. It was helping me to realize, like, yeah, life was unmanageable, but I now have something to help me through that, right? And so when I started saying this, it was first to my community, and then I just started saying it to everyone. Like my kids, they're like, what is that CoDA pause, Mom? And I would talk to them about it. It would open up conversations, which furthered my healing and strengthened my relationships with them. And so when I challenged myself to come up with this workshop, I was looking for acronyms, right? Because there's tons of acronyms out there. I love me some acronyms, some metaphors, right? I wanted it to be more intentional and to have substance. So there is one that's the postpone action until serenity emerges. Probably many of you have heard of this one. But for me, that was too passive. I'm a doer. I need something tangible. So instead of that, I came up with my version of the pause. And so when we get introduced to it here in the next few slides, you are going to see and understand why I said it gives me something to do. It gives me an action. Okay, so we're going to get to the next slide. So what is the CoDA pause according to my version in my head? Well, first, I'm a teacher and I love me some definitions. So a pause is a temporary stop in action or speech. I don't know about all of you, but I didn't stop a lot before I got into recovery. I just went. My ex-husband may have accused me of being a bulldozer. I'm like, okay. Of course, in the time, I wasn't accepting of that. But now I'm like, dang, he might have been right? So and it's okay. And that's part of my process of healing when I work the steps. Because many of us, we have these deeply rooted compulsive behaviors. And even when 35 years, we have someone here 35 years in, sometimes those deeply rooted behaviors, they sneak up on us, right? Oh, I love, someone said in the chat they were called a cyclone. Yeah, I feel that too. So it can sneak back in. We're having a moment of serenity, and then we just get that little CoDA crazy happening, right? So in CoDA, we're encouraged to apply the 12 steps and principles found in CoDA in our daily lives and our relationships. But when we're in that crazy moment, when we're flaring up, it's easy to forget that we know how to support ourselves. We have the tools. We learn these tools in our meetings. We learn these tools from our recovery friends, from our CoDA literature. And so adding a CoDA pause, I'm trying to tell myself that I want to be intentional. I need to pause to be effective so I can do an inventory and I can incorporate all the recovery tools that I'm aware of, right? So I'm hopefully gifting you the pause. Here we go. First, though, we're going to have a little activity. Now, hopefully, if you are okay with it, I want you to stand up or move your legs or something. Because if we were in person, we'd be moving around the room for this. It's hard to do in a Zoom, though, right? So I'm going to pop over to my other one because this is my fancy presentation and go into slideshow mode. So here we go. We're going to be using our reactions. Does everyone know where their reactions are on Zoom? It's a little button, right? So we're going to be clicking those buttons. Where's my reactions? I got to find them because I got so many things happening here. Okay, reactions. So in your reactions, you have a clappy hands, a thumbs up, a heart, right? The things. So we're going to use those and we're going to look at our screen. So if you could take me off a spotlight, because I want to see everybody here. I want to see our Zooms flowing up. Perfect. Thank you, Jen. So we're going to react to these statements. Here we go. So the first thing, birth order. So this is you. Who's my only children? You're going to be clapping. My youngest are going to be thumbs upping. So we should start to see these on our screen. Our middle children, our love, all the love for the middle children, right? And then our oldest children, we're going to be like exploding with it. And if you choose the reaction that has animation, that's even more fun, FYI. So I'm an oldest child. So I'm going to be having my little thing happening. So we're just looking around and getting to know each other. I see all my other oldest children. Hit it a couple times. Throw it in the chat if you want. Thank you. I see we've got some youngest be representing, middle children representing. So it's just a fun way for us to engage. Choose the Mentimeter or the Zoom chat to let it go. All right. So here we go. Second one, partner status. Are you single? Clap it out. Are you in an LTR? That's long-term relationship for those of you that don't get the slang, right? Are you married? Love out to all my married people. Or is it complicated for you? I'm watching for the it's complicated ones popping up. Yes, I see some it's complicated. All right, because that makes me laugh. I'm divorced, but I call myself single because I'm divorced. So now I'm single. So hit it up. If you're divorced, what should we pick? Let's pick an emoji for divorced. Let me go find one. If you are divorced, do the open mouth or the laughing crying. I don't know. Like, let's pick something else if you're divorced. And if you're in the middle of a divorce, I'm sending positive vibes and energy your way. Open mouth works for me. There you go. All right. So let's throw our reactions in there. Okay, here we go. Next one. Years in CoDA. We already had a little intro to this, but let's throw it out there. 0 to 2, 3 to 5 years, 6 to 9, or 10 plus. I see all my 10 plusers. I love those explosions happening. Ooh, look at that. My co-host got a lot of years there. Thank you. I see you. All right, so where's mine? I'm clapping my hands. Clap, 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 because I'm 2.5, so I'm technically not at 3. Okay, thank you for doing the chat too. Less than a month in CoDA. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining us today. All right, we're still going. Next, okay, so this is you as a parent. And if you want to count fur babies, fine, but I was thinking human beings, FYI. I was thinking humans, because I got 4 fur babies and 3 humans. So parents, let me see, a heart. Let me throw it out there. So throwing out your react. Who else is a heart with me? 2 to 3. Where are my 2 to 3ers at? I see you. Okay. Yeah. I love that you did the one and you're dancing with me from Canada. I see you. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. This is just a fun way to break the ice. Have a little, because sometimes workshops, they can get serious and long and boring, right? So we're having some fun. All right. Where did you Zoom from? Because we didn't drive or travel, we Zoomed. And you define the north, south, east, or west according to whatever you want to use. So I'm south because I'm coming from Texas. So let me give a little thumbs up. I see some other South people. Yes, clap your hands from the North. Where am I East at? Okay. Love those hearts. Where am I West at? Hit it again one more time so I can see you all. Midwest. Me, I'm born and raised in the Midwest, and sometimes I feel like a fish out of water in the South. So if you're from the Midwest, you know, because that's a special breed, right? Ooh, I love the beach emoji we put in the chat. That's excellent. Okay, last one. Clapping hands. Good, good, good. Carabine, thank you. Glad you're here. So career estimation, because remember, we don't all, I had to pick some categories. So customer service, health or education, corporate or other. And if you're retired, you can do your other, or you can do what you were in. So where are we at career-wise? Lots of others, lots of hearts. So corporate, thumbs up, health and education. Excellent. I'm so grateful that all of you were able to participate in sharing that and just have a little bit of fun. So now we're going to learn about the PAUSE acronym. Someone put in the chat about being a high school teacher too. They probably vibing and feeling what I'm saying because they know it. I entertain every day at my job. All right, so here we are. We're back to our Mentimeter. So if you have it open on your screen, you might need to refresh it or reload it, but you shouldn't have to rejoin it again. So here is the CoDA PAUSE acronym. So remember, I wanted something that something that I could do. So these are some things I want to think about. And I usually carry my hand with me. Do you guys carry your hands with you everywhere you go? So when I'm getting super stressed out, I also can tap while I'm thinking of each one, right? That's a nice strategy. So am I present? Do I have acceptance? Do I have understanding? Do I have my self-check happening? And then in the end, after we pause, we need to decide if we're going to enter or exit because we can't pause forever, right? So this is the acronym. So we're going to jump into another Mentimeter where you're going to hopefully tell me in your own word or two what you think being present is. Remember, short phrases, 1 or 2 words, and we're going to pop up on our screen and see what everyone thinks being present is. Ooh, that's beautiful. A gift. I love this. If you love this, throw a heart here or a thumbs up in the Mentimeter because it just feels so good to see everybody feeling with us. Okay, we also have some happening in the chat, so I'll call out some of those. Being mindful, authentic, now in my mind and body, emotionally available, listening, non-judgment, paying attention, feeling less now, feeling nowness. Nowness, that was hard for me to say. In the now, focused in the moment, being conscious, yes. And on our screen, we can see engaged, here and now, aware, in the moment. So being present in my body, I love that because sometimes I do feel detached from my body, right? When I'm starting to spiral and past me is coming up. Okay, non-judgmental, yes. I'm going to give it another 10-ish seconds and then we're going to go to the next slide. So throw it in there if you want. Okay. So I'm clearing everyone's annotation. Excellent. All right, so can I get a hand up for someone to read this in this moment? Boom, that was fast. I see you from Philippines. Thank you. Go ahead and unmute and read for us.
In this moment, I live in the moment. Only memories remain, no matter what my past contains, it's gone. I cannot change the past, what I did or what happened to me. My past is part of me. I can learn from it and focus on the present. Each day is a new chapter. It's up to me to fill it. With my higher power's guidance, I choose to let go of the pain and hurt of the past. I embrace my future, trusting it to the care of God. I honor myself, the present.
Thank you. So being present, back to some dictionary or occurring now, definitely saw lots of nows being in our body now, right? Fully focused on or involved in what one is doing or experiencing. Okay. So raise your hand if you feel sometimes when you're having a codependent moment that you are not having these things happen. You're in your codependent moment and these are not happening. My guess is that every single person here is going to raise their hand. Yes, me too, right? It's because it's easy for us to not stay present. We've got a lot going on, right? It's hard sometimes to stay focused because our past life experiences, our behavior patterns that we get set into, they just want to take over. And so I have some questions for you. These are in that CoDA, that Google site, the worksheets that you can dig into later. So I know these are deep. My sponsee, when I was reading them, she said, "Oh, you're hurting us. That hits." Ooh, because I was asking for her feedback. And I said, well, I'm trying because we got to think sometimes. We got to dig. So what you're seeing here, the reason why there's the diamonds, the hearts, the spades, and the clubs is because this is a strategy that I learned along the way to where diamonds are the facts, the hard facts. So we can't change them. So I'm asking you about being present. Where and when do you go when you're not present? Think on that for a moment, okay? The hearts, those are the feelings. So the facts are different from our feelings, but we often think our feelings are the facts, right? If we're really being honest with ourselves. So what feelings make it difficult for you to get or stay present, okay? It's a lot going on, right? The spades, that's like a shovel, right? We're digging in there. So we've thought about our facts, we've thought about our feelings, and so now we want to investigate, we want to dig. So what strategies or tools work for you to get present? Because something is totally different, right? And the clubs, that's our future thinking. How can we take what we learned from examining the facts, our feelings, and investigation, and how can we use it in the future? So that question is, how can you stay present more often in the future? Because that's our goal in recovery, right? Old me would have been unpresent a lot. New me is like 50-ish%, right? And I hope future me is less and less and less, okay? So I see a lot of people putting stuff in the chat. That's beautiful. I'm going to lower, I think I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to lower everyone's hands. So if we can have, there we go, lower hands. Would anyone like to, we can have like one volunteer each. So I don't want it to be a race, so maybe we can put it in the chat, but would one person like to share out about the diamond question? Me, I see me in the chat. Whoever that me is, I don't want to say your name in case you don't want to say it. Please unmute and share with us.
Hi. Where do I go? In my head. I am in my head a lot. I tend to have conversations in my head and have like a whole scenario played out in my head. That is where I go. Definitely not in the present moment.
And when you're in your head, what are you thinking about? Which part of in your head are you going? That's deep, right?
It is. It is. I get into this defensive state where in my head I am defending myself. And I've noticed that when I feel judged is where I tend to get into this state more often than not.
I appreciate you sharing. Thank you. And I bet a lot of other people here can relate to that. And I see some hands raised. Do we have a hand that's raised for hearts? If one of you two that have your hands raised would like to do the heart, please feel free to unmute. And remember, we're recording so you can introduce yourself with name or not. Thank you.
Laurel, codependent. The feelings that make it difficult for me to get or stay in the present is terror. I feel terrified and I feel afraid.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And one more heart. Anyone else want to do a heart share? Hearts. Okay, I see you in the chat. Go for it.
Thank you. I wrote it down actually when my question came up. One is physical pain. I'm always tense and hypervigilant. So as soon as I try to get present, I feel that, and it's overwhelming. I'm gonna try. It's awful. But the other is thing that comes up is compulsion to always be busy, to always be working, productive, fixing things. I feel watched as though if I am not doing the right thing and all the time, then I'm in danger. So whenever I try to get quiet and present, I'm in pain, and it's like forcing myself to stay there.
Thank you for sharing that. So let's move on to spades. So do we have any strategies? I see several hands up. Are any of your hands up a spade? If you are, feel free to unmute.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm a codependent, and I've been learning to use compassionate mindfulness, which is really helpful. So when I get anxious, I listen to my audio, and I'm being taught to like go into the feeling of the anxiety and just be present with it, and then start to soften around the outer edges of the anxiety. And that's a really helpful place to start.
Thank you. And then do we have a clubs? How do we stay present? I see a mouth moving. Beautiful pink hoodie. I know you're muted. I see you, but I can't read lips. So if are you on a phone or a tablet, you might be able to swipe over to the right, I think, and then they're like the speak to.
Did I get it? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is delayed because I'm feeling so challenged by this whole Zoom format. I'm 74. I can't learn so quickly. All right.
I'm proud of you, though, and you should be proud of yourself, because could you imagine 50 years ago doing this?
No, absolutely not.
Thank you for being here. What would you like to say?
So for the spade, I have two strategies that work really well for me. They're not the only two, but the two that come to mind. And one is when I'm having really powerful emotions, it's usually not about the present. That's a trigger for some past experience that I have yet to resolve fully. And so I remind myself that was then, this is now. That anchors me to my present circumstances. And the other is to breathe. I hold my breath a lot when I'm feeling intense emotions like anger or fear. And getting in touch with my breath brings me to my now. It takes a little bit, but I get there.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And good job finding that unmute. How do we stay present more often in the future? And probably those strategies can be applicable to staying present more often. Does anyone want to share on that? I see two hands up, and I'm hoping that's for clubs. How do you stay present? Would anyone like to unmute for that?
Am I up? This is Burl.
Go for it.
I don't see oh, there I am. Yes. I've discovered that most of my anxiety is caused by me believing my own conspiracy theories. The remedy I have found for that is I repeat to myself, what are the facts? Because I get all out there. And if I have to guess, it isn't true. If I'm having to guess what other people are thinking or feeling, I just assume that it's not true. That's it.
Thank you. All right, I know many more hands are up, but we need to move on time or else we won't even make it to the end. So I appreciate you, and please pop back next time. All right, so we're going to move on. So we're back to our interactive, engaging part. I don't know if one of my volunteers can paste the link to the Menti again in here for anyone that wants to join. So remember, use 1, 2, maybe 3 words max here, and we're going to populate on our screen. If you have it open on your phone or your computer, just reload so it will catch you up with me. Refresh it. So I think acceptance is, and I'm seeing it on the screen. Let me check the chat. I got 6 people in the chat. Okay, so acceptance is surrendering to reality in the chat. We have letting go, really hard. You are right. It is really hard. Sunshine, someone said. Remembering the second, if I have to guess, then it's not true. Making peace with yourself. Humbling, these are some chat things. Self-love. Serenity prayer helps me stay present in mind and in acceptance. Thank you for sharing that. Trying not to control, self-love, unconditional love. All right, I'm going to kick over to the Mentimeter. And if y'all haven't figured it out with my face, I have 2 monitors. That's why I turn away from you. So I'm still with you. I'm looking over here. So we have peace, letting go, serenity. Oh, those feel good. Yes, now I have like the Beatles. So let it go. I'm singing in my head with some of these words. These are amazing. So acceptance is a lot of these things. And remember, when we're going through this pause, there's no right or wrong answer because each of these things mean whatever it means to you, right? It's open for your interpretation to best serve you and to move forward in your recovery. So there's no right or wrong answer here. We're just all letting out our own experience, strength, and hope. So let's see what we have. Higher power, acceptance, healing. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm clicking to the next slide. I'm sorry if you didn't get to click in. Here we go. I went too far. All right, do I have a hand up to read the in this moment? I see you. Yes, and you know how to unmute. Beautiful. Go for it. We're getting there. Touch your screen, and then the menu should come up.
Oh, it came up. Okay.
Yes.
In this moment, I accept my codependence. When I first came to CoDA and heard the line in the welcome about codependence being a most deeply rooted compulsive behavior, I thought, not for me. While I could easily admit to some relationship issues, believing that codependence was a compulsion made me sound so, well, powerless. Today, I understand that admitting powerlessness needn't be admitting defeat. Instead, it's a step towards self-acceptance and self-awareness. Now, when I'm at a meeting and I hear about this deeply rooted compulsive behavior, I apply it to myself without shame. I'm a codependent, gratefully recovering one time.
Beautiful interpretation of that. I see another hand up. Would you like to read the acceptance definitions there? The hand that's up?
Sure. Acceptance, the action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered. The action or process of being received as adequate or suitable, typically to be admitted into a group.
Thank you very much. And what is this that we are in today? A group. What are our meetings that we attend? Groups, our recovery friends, our recovery circles, all of these things are a group to help us process and get to that acceptance, right? So we have our thinking questions, right? And remember, these questions are on the Google site, which I'll share again later. I have worksheets One of my friends I met in Ottawa, Canada, said they worked through all the questions with their sponsor. It really helped them further their recovery. So again, today we are speed running these for those of you that know that gamer lingo that all the cool kids use. So here we go. Acceptance, diamonds, which are our facts. What helps or has helped you reach acceptance? That's our facts. Lots of people are putting answers if they want in the chat or on the comments on the screen. Hearts, that's our feelings. What feelings kept or keep you in denial or avoidance? Our spades, remember that's our investigation, our digging. What barriers stop you from accepting all that you need to? And on a side note, I think acceptance comes in phases because my first month, I was not ready to accept all that I have now, right? That's part of the journey of recovery, is that we go where we can in that moment. And then when we're ready, we expand and we expand and we expand. Clubs, these are our future things. How can acceptance help you to further your recovery? I see lots of people in the chat that are putting some amazing things. I appreciate your shares. Let's see, I'm trying to go up to the top to see where I can hit. So we have some diamonds. These are beautiful things. If you would like to share on the diamond, go ahead and raise your hand now. We're figuring out how this works, right? So I got 2 hands up for diamonds. I see your beautiful virtual hand and your physical hand up. So you're hitting it first. Go for it.
What helped me reach acceptance was grief and pain, simply put, and suffering.
Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that. Our second hand for the diamond, go for it. And if we want to start having our heart hands populate, feel free.
For me, I was in a really toxic, and not trying to trigger people, but abusive relationship that I left just over a week ago. And the 1.5-year struggle I had trying to get out of that because of the fear of being lonely or the fear of what that meant for me on the other side, has really been kind of a big alert for me that I needed to start coming back to meetings and coming back to this.
Thank you for sharing today, and we're glad you're here today. Keep coming back. All right, so we have our hearts. So what feelings keep or kept you in denial? I see lots of hands. So 2 hearts share outs, please. And I don't know if we're in order or not, so we're just gonna, with love, whoever unmutes, we will let them have this moment.
I'll go. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. The feelings that kept me in denial or avoidance was my I denied that there were problems in my marriage, and that was feeling oh, that it'll get better, that he'll change, that I can fix him, he doesn't mean it. So those are thoughts. So the feelings, I don't know how to describe it. Those thoughts, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble here. Those are feelings.
It was great.
Okay, so yeah, so those were the thoughts. I don't know what feelings.
It was you. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Who's our second heart?
I'll go.
Oh.
Rock, paper, scissors for inner child moment? No, it's okay. CoDA teen, I see you, my friend that we met in Canada. Why don't you go?
Feelings, what feelings kept me in denial and avoidance? Fear and shame. Fear and shame. And simply put, if I can deny it, then I can avoid it. So I denied that the feelings are there of fear and shame. And if I can deny that, and which I did for over 50 plus years, then I don't have to go there. And if I don't have to go there by denying them, by avoiding them, then I don't have to feel them and revive the feelings. simply put. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you for sharing. We're going to move on to our spades for barriers. Can I get someone willing to share out for a barrier? I see Northern Cal unmuting, right? Okay, go for it.
I had maintained a sense of control that was false. I was manipulating food to give me a sense of control over reality that was false until I finally couldn't do that anymore.
Thank you. Another spade, and then we'll do one club because we got to move on.
Laurel codependent. I would say kind of on the same lines of lack of control, not accepting my powerlessness and not keeping within my hula hoop, thinking that I could actually change people, places, and things if I just tried hard enough.
Thank you for sharing. So we have our clubs. How can acceptance help you further your recovery? Are any of my hands up a club? Go for it. I see you nodding your head. Thank you.
Is that me?
Yes, that's you. Thank you.
That's so funny. Abigail, codependent. So how can acceptance help you to further your recovery? Yeah, I'm pretty much in the depths of acceptance right now. And for us, it really is going forward, finally putting like your foot forward to go into the future instead of into the past.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we're going to move on to another reactive slide, an interactive slide. So what is understanding? Understanding, this is your own word. 1, 2, or 3 words will help us populate our Mentimeter. Remember, you can reload your screen and join, and it will kick you to where I'm at if needed. So we have some things populating the chat too. We have wisdom, having clarity, understanding is ... acceptance. I don't know if that one of them is a typo. Compassion, caterpillar to butterfly. Let's look at our Menti screen. So we see clarity is holding strong in the middle. Understanding is compassion, awareness, connection, listening. Empathy for others. Beautiful. Keep it coming. We have 36 people participating. I love me some hearts. If we hit the heart button enough, it turns into rainbows, and that makes me really happy. Do you see that on the screen? You got to find your happiness where you can, right? All right. Beautiful. Thank you. So we have a lot of amazing thoughts on what our understanding is. So let's move on. If I can get a volunteer for in this moment and a volunteer to read understanding. I see you again. Yes, you're going to be first. So we got volunteers everywhere. Okay. So we'll have Illinois. Can you take in this moment? Oh, we have 2 Illinois up. Illinois camera on, because I'm trying not to say names because of recording. Can you do in this moment? And then where did everyone? And then my other person that did 2 hands before, if you'll do the definitions.
In this moment, I'm finally learning. For years, I thought I intuitively understood what another person was thinking or feeling, and that I was right to assume that how I interpreted their actions and words was exactly what they intended to convey. What I learned from experience is that I never know what is going on in another person's life or mind at any given time. When I feel someone is responding or reacting inappropriately, I need to allow them to be who they are at that moment. Not everything is about me. Life has its ups and downs, and emotions and are triggers. By those ebbs and flows, I'm finally learning that I am not in control. That's okay. God is.
Thank you.
Is that me?
Your hand went away, so I think someone else was unmuting. So can we pastor? Who do we want? I see so many hands. I love, by the way, I'm glad that we're having a problem figuring out who's talking, because that means that we're participating, and I appreciate that.
Can I read?
Go for it, and then we'll have the others later.
Understanding sympathetic awareness or tolerance. Sympathetic awareness or tolerance. An individual's perception or judgment of a situation.
Thank you both for reading. So I like to differentiate in this way for myself. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. You do you, right? To me, acceptance is about me. I need to accept my place, my codependency, my flare-ups, my writing a story 5 minutes into meeting someone about how we're going to be in 5 years. I know some of you can relate that, right? Acceptance is me. Understanding is about the other people. I need to understand that I am not them. They're probably not even worried or thinking about me, that they're their own person. They have their own higher power. And so that helps in my mind differentiate it. So when I'm going through the pause, okay, when I'm feeling like I'm spiraling and I need to pause, I'm getting present in my own brain. I'm accepting that I need to get present, that I can spiral, that I have these compulsive behaviors. Then my you is then like, why am I pausing? Why am I trying to make up this story for this person or assume what is best for them, right? So that to me in my head is how this works. You take it and for yourself and manipulate it how it best works for you. So for time, we're only going to have one person share out for each one. So understanding diamond question, who and what do you need to understand? Hearts, what are some of the feelings you experience? Spades, how do your feelings influence what you say or do? Clubs, how do you imagine using what you have learned in the future? Like, how's this going to help you? So does anyone want to be a diamond share out loud? Thank you. I see your hand. Jump on in and unmute.
For the diamond, what do you need to understand? Myself, what I need, what I want, and what I feel.
Thank you. How about heart? What are some of the feelings you experience? So when we're trying to understand, what are our feelings? I saw one hand that was up at the very beginning. Do you want to jump in for the feelings? And I'm trying not to say names, so I'm sorry it feels awkward. Go for it.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Leilani. What are some of the feelings I experienced? Loss of control, powerlessness. I feel weak. And this is in regards to me thinking I know what's best for other people and that I can read their minds when I can't.
Thank you for sharing that. Spades, how do feelings influence what you say or do? I think I saw one of the hands up for spades. Either of you two hand raiser a spade? Okay, we can go.
Hello?
Thank you. Go for it.
I believe how I feel and influences what I say are my triggers, and how, it would be my triggers, how I perceive things, that probably aren't even meant that way, and I receive it that way simply because I am triggered.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And we'll have a club. I see a hand up with a beautiful art behind you. Do you want to go in with the club?
Yeah, thank you. I'm JJ. I'm codependent. And how do you imagine using what you learned? And I imagine myself listening more and not judging.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you all for sharing. So we're going to get to the interactive about self-check. So this is our S. So we are now present. We've accepted whatever we need to accept. We are understanding. And now this is about us, self-check. So what do you think a self-check is? Jump back over to the menu if you're toggling screens, by the way, because I know some of you probably have Zoom, Menti. We're all over the place, right? I love seeing the engaging comments with each other. So we are looking, self-check is ... awareness, okay? Wisdom, being present, talking, caring for myself. The ability to use the CoDA tools, doing a body scan, that's beautiful. Yes, taking an inventory, stop talking. Isn't that what the pause is all about, right? To stop talking. Okay. Anyone else want to put in the Mentimeter? Let's see. Is this what higher power would want me to do from the chat? Coming home to me, good, bad, or otherwise, aware that feelings and needs, balance, asking where my head and heart, where is my head and heart? I love that. In touch, honest appraisal, sunflowers, thyself, taking an inventory, wonderful. Nature and grounding and seeing myself as part of the whole. These are all beautiful shares, everybody. Thank you. We're going to skip this. Stand up and shake out if you need to, though. But we're going to keep going so we can get to the so we can get to our breakout rooms. We're going to break out. Not break dance, break out. So I see you. Yep. Okay, we got Northern Cal, you'll do the in this moment, and then my other friend on the couch will do the definitions, please.
In this moment, I focus on me. My focus used to be on others. I was a talented people pleaser. I thought I knew what everyone else wanted, needed, and felt. Now in CoDA, I'm looking at myself, my behaviors, my feelings, my issues. I'm learning to love and take care of myself. I no longer do the same things over and over and expect different results. CoDA has shown me a path out of insanity. The fifth promise has come true. I feel genuinely lovable, loving, and loved.
Thank you.
Self-check. A person's essential being that distinguishes them from others, especially considered as the object of introspection, reflexive action, to find out the truth about.
Thank you both. So this is obviously two words, self-check. So the first one about the self, when I was creating this presentation, I felt a little humbled when I read distinguishes them from others, because I am a mom of 3 and I've felt very enmeshed with my children. And I'm like, oh, wait, I am not my child. My child is not me. And so it gave me a moment to really think about that, because my journey has been a lot of putting myself last. Oh, so far down at the bottom, I would have to like dig and swim through the pile of worrying about everyone else's stuff to even find me, right? And so, and that's just my perspective on that. So self-check is hard for me. I don't even default to that or think, what do I need? It's always been about others. And so myself, I actually appreciate that I'm trying to intentionally pause I'm trying to put myself at a minimum equal to others, if not like a little bit above. Because what happens when we're flying, right? Who remembers what they tell us in the intro? And they're talking about the oxygen masks, right? So we are supposed to put on whose mask first? Everybody put their hand over their mouth. Show me our own mask. Because if we are not getting that oxygen, we can't put the mask on our small children, our parent that we're caring for. We can't take care of others if we are withering away. And when I first came to CoDA 2.5 years ago, I was a shell of myself. I was withered. And am I perfect now? No. But I see me now. And I couldn't even see myself through all the nonsense before. And so that's what self-check means to me. I'm in this moment, I'm having something's happening with someone or something, I'm spiraling, I'm going to do my inventory, and then when I get to me, before I jump back in, I'm going to think about it. Do I need anything here? Do I need a boundary? Do I need to take a moment? Do I need to not reply right away like I've always done my entire life with this person, right? So it's just thinking about me for a moment, which feels wrong sometimes. And if you know, you know, right? That's how the saying is. I have not thought of me so much that thinking of me feels selfish. But I know now to tell myself, I am not being selfish. I am just taking care of me. This is not anything crazy to put myself out there and to think of myself, right? Yes, thank you for the chat, what people are saying in there. So let's go on to our thought-provoking questions. And for the sake of time, we can throw some of these in the chat, but we're not going to share out this time because I really love that we're having so much to say, but I also want us to be able to break out and talk about examples. So we just have 4 questions here to ask ourselves. Who has taken priority over yourself in the past? I just said everybody, right? What feelings do you experience when you put yourself first? Anxiousness. It does not feel good. It's better now, way better now than it was. Spades. Describe the importance of boundaries during a self-check. And clubs. What are ways that you can put yourself first or at least equal? And remember, the clubs are always future thinking. So we are in recovery. We're trying to grow and think about future, new, healthy recovery behaviors. All right, so enter or exit is what? Entering or exiting is what? Okay, so we have a way to be safe. Sunrise, sunset, engaged, yes, in the chat. Then on our screen, we're seeing my truth, a choice, preparation to engage or not, right? So yes, this is like the action step. We paused and now we got to unpause. Like we're watching our movie, right? We got to unpause. So what are we choosing to do? I see a hand up. Can you throw me in the chat if you're willing to read the next in this moment for the hand that's up? I love all the support I'm seeing in the chat, by the way. You guys are really hearing each other's experience, strength, and hope and really supporting each other. Okay, we're going to move on. If you didn't get a chance, hopefully you got it in your head, and we're just going to pretend we see it on the screen. Okay. So in this moment, I see 2 hands up. Can I have my A name do the footwork and my Y name do the definitions?
Yeah. Okay. So I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. In this moment, I do the footwork. When I first came to CoDA and heard about acceptance and letting go, I thought I've been doing that my whole life. I had been accepting my family situation and letting go of voicing my needs over and over. This program had nothing new for me. In a meeting, I heard someone say that in CoDA, we do the footwork and let go of the results. I realized that instead of letting go, I had taken on that victim role. Instead of accepting the situation, I had endured it. Oh, the raised hand is in the way. I'm doing a lot. Okay. Exactly what I had learned from my family of origin. Now I rely on my higher power for wisdom to know when to take action and when to let go.
Thank you.
Enter/exit. Enter, to become a member of or an active participant in. Exit, the act of going out or away.
Thank you both. So when we enter or exit again, this is where we are unpausing. So we have some questions to ask ourselves. What most influenced your attitude and behavior about exiting? Which feelings are yours and which feelings are taken on from others? What behaviors have not worked for you in the past and why? And what can help you decide to enter or exit in the future? Again, I will make sure that we share again the bit.ly. Let me see if I can put in right now /shop. That bit.ly, all of these questions are there and there's worksheets to help you process this later. But on a personal note, my mom, when I was 20, married her fourth husband. Nothing wrong with that, but to me, I felt like all of that, my whole childhood, right? That was a lot of roller coaster riding. So then I got in my own marriage and I stayed in it forever and it was not healthy, but I wouldn't exit because I was so influenced by that happening in my childhood. And so I know that now. I know that. But in the moment, I was just so, wow, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. I don't care that I'm not being treated the way I should be, right? So I hope that later you visit these questions when you get a quiet moment and you really just start to process for yourself. Because knowing this now has helped me not only in romantic relationships, but it's helped me in friendships. It's helped me at my job. So it's transferable to all parts of our life. So we're going to have some breakout rooms. We got to be quick. So here's what's going to happen. When you go to the breakout rooms, just ignore these long directions. Hear my words. We're going to break out. We're going to say, hey, I'm so-and-so. And then if anyone has a personal experience that they're struggling with, let's talk through the pause together, right? How can you be present? Where are you going? What's happening? What do I need to accept, right? What do I need to understand? What do I need for myself in this? We probably will not have time for a whole bunch of everyone to dig in, but we will have enough time for one or two people to share. Do you have a question before we go into the breakout rooms? I see a hand up. I'm going to start setting up the breakout rooms while if you want to unmute. Nope, the hand went away. Okay, how many people do we have on? Holy moly. You guys, we have 129 people here. That's awesome. We need to go into a lot of breakout rooms. So it's small groups. Quick math, if we want 3 to 4 people per room, how many breakout rooms is that?
About 30 something.
30 something? Someone put 40. Yeah. That sounds good. Whoever put 40 in the chat, we're 5 in that.
43.
3 to 4 participants per room. So we are going to go shortly into these rooms because I still need a little mini conclusion time. So 8 minutes, we're going to go into the rooms. If you've never ever done breakout rooms before, please just, you can rejoin the Zoom. Don't leave the Zoom. Just leave your breakout because I want to see you back here for a conclusion and an ending, all right? So go use the pause. Someone share an example. Talk through how you would pause. See you all back here in 8 minutes. Bye. It's not sending you to a room? Hold on. Let me see, because it should be. It says everybody's in a room.
I hit the wrong thing. I'm supposed to be in room 6.
Can you rejoin it? I'm going to send you there. Bye. See you soon.
Hey, Amy, I don't know if I don't know what I did, but I'm still here. Am I supposed
Okay.
to do that?
So we were supposed to go to rooms. So I don't know why
Somehow,
you're still here. Let me see if I can help you find a room. I'm just going to shoot. I'm looking through to see who's not in rooms, and I'm going to just start sending them to rooms. So I'll find you. I'm slowly looking through. Thank you.
thank you.
I'm trying to, at least, right? There's a lot of people. It's awesome. I feel so happy. So wait, there you are. You're coming up next. I see you. Okay. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi there, welcome. We just sent everyone to breakout rooms. Did you guys choose to return back?
I returned back because the 2 people in my breakout group were not participating.
Okay. Do you want me to send you to a different room, or would
Yes,
you like to
please.
just hang out here?
I'll go to a different room.
Okay, let me see if I can find you to send you. There we go. Is that you? Okay, there we are. Well, let's see if we can find someone with 2 participants. Okay. I think I sent you to a room. I tried to send you. Okay. Hi there. Did you want me to send you to a room, or are you just going to hang out here with me? You're going to hang out. I love that. Thank you. I'm all by myself in here. I got overzealous and I really thought we'd have more time in the breakout rooms, but I'm very happy that everyone shared so much. So I am not upset that we didn't have a lot of time. Those of you that are hanging out here that are back, if you're just back because the room's done, great, welcome back. If you want me to send you to a room, you can put it in the chat. We have little bit more time in the breakout rooms, 2.5 minutes. So we're happy if you're just here hanging out with us. Welcome back. I see you blowing up, already answering the CoDA pause question. Thank you for that.
I think I was in room 22.
Okay.
Just
We're,
send me back there.
well, we're wrapping up in 27 seconds anyway. So
Okay,
if you don't mind just hanging here, you can go to the Mentimeter and answer the question, and we're closing out in under 3 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to close time. I'm going to try to speed run the end. Glad you all are back,
awesome,
though.
by the way.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate the feedback. All right, everyone's going to be kicked out now in 1 minute. We're closing the rooms. Hopefully everyone knows to come back here. So we have our next Mentimeter up on the screen. Welcome back, everybody. I love seeing my Brady Bunch family come back. Welcome back. Hi, everybody. We have the Mentimeter is open for which action might be the most challenging for you to include. And I have my countdown clock. I have 2 minutes left to wrap this up and conclude. So quick, answer. Boom, 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 boom.
Are those trick pencils?
Do I have trick?
My Mentimeter hasn't changed.
Okay. Can you reload it or refresh it? Hey, Jen K, if you can hear me, could you possibly scroll up and get that really cool copy and paste? Oh, thank you. Someone already put in the thing, the website. I'll get the full length. This is not fancy, cute link, but I'm going to pop it over here. Boom. So it has a hyperlink. It's not the bit.ly, but okay. So we have people talking about what might both be the challenging, and they say being present, self-check, lots of things. The most important thing is you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be trying, because pausing from this point on is probably more than you did yesterday, right? So we're taking a moment to just center ourselves and put ourselves first. This is hopefully a new tool in your recovery. I'm going to move on. Sorry if you didn't get to click. See you all. Woohoo! I agree. Woohoo! So we started off, we all were getting a little teary-eyed with how we felt before CoDA. We have to end on a positive note, right? We must. So thanks to CoDA, I feel what? Please let us know. Yes, same. What do we feel thanks to CoDA? Precious and free. Boom. Yes. Connected, not alone. Oh, I'm like goosebumps. Okay, people, I love this part. It makes me feel so good to see these words. We have all these beautiful things. We feel empowered. Yes, motivated, equipped, In our chat, we see worthy and seen, that I am enough, confident, alive, fulfilled, and liberated. Whew, such a good thing to end on. I'm feeling these things too. We feel free, more sane and rational. Yes, safe. So good. Thank you all. We're going to move on. Young, wild, and free. Me too. All right. We do have options. Thank you all. So here we go. So thank you. Oh, look, my timer's off. I'm pretty sure I should have already started the break timer. I appreciate all of you choosing to be here today. I hope that you pass this message, pass the links on to other people, and that you just keep spreading this message. It is not mine, it is ours. And I just want to help as many people as possible in recovery, and appreciate you choosing to be here today and attending the virtual CoDA convention. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And
Thank you, Amy. You're awesome.
So good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you know what time the next meeting starts?
Yes, in
30 minutes. Let me, I think I was supposed to show you my sources. Oh, there we go. Pass it forward. There we go. Sources.
Thank you,
Okay, now the
AC.
timer.
Okay, 30 minutes.
Thank you.
30-minute